Okay, I gotta set a reminder for myself in our Alpha Stream Dream Team. Useful! That. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Here, I'll mute myself on Discord.
Okay. Thank you. Conrad, write down this comment. 90616. Wind Moon. I want to answer that question. Pose it like it's a real question. I'm feeling frisky, little ready to just be weird. Make some memes happen today. So bullish on Sandbox, I could eat my desk.
I remember that. We're good.
When Lambo, dude, yesterday, bro. Yesterday's time.
I'm gonna ask both those questions.
I like it.
You. I'm
I
gonna
like
pose
it. Yeah. Let's go. Ollie Voxel wins season 6. Dog, dude. Backspace. It's
when
cute.
you when we go live, I'll mute myself on Discord again.
Okay. I mean, I got a button to mute you on Discord, so it's all good. I'll do it. I got you, dog. My finger's usually on that trigger, but haven't had to.
I'm
What happened just there? Oh, my cat. For a second, he broke the video stream.
Oh no.
Like from one computer to another, because it actually goes halfway across the room and comes back up. Like I'm a dumb for that reason, but whatever.
Dude, whatever.
All right, and let's do Alex isn't here, so he can't tell me no thanks. What's the PSP 423? We're just gonna give away 2. We're gonna give away 1 within the first 5 minutes. Cause I'm just feeling it. Just feeling it, dude.
Let's do it.
Okay, that's not gonna work. Having some video issues. 1 second. I'm gonna break it on purpose. Lovely. What's this app? It's probably hella broken. Chat, could they hear me the whole time? Yeah, they could. Turns out, I've had the mic open all the time, my guy. Not even worried about it, okay? Not even worried about it. We're a little bit late here. Alright, I'm gonna kick it in, Conrad. You ready?
Let's do it.
Alright, I got you muted. I got you in.
Hmm.
Are we
Hmm.
ready?
Oh,
Are
we're
we
ready. It
ready right
feels
now?
so good. Feels so good to be back.
So good right now. Let me tell you something.
Hmm.
Conrad, my guy, it hadn't occurred to me until just now how much louder you are than I am, but I fixed it.
Hey, we'll figure
Woo!
it out. One of these days, we'll get everything landed perfectly, and there'll be no duplicates in forms. Everything will be fantastic.
Beautiful day. Cat.
Hey, there you go. TV photography. Conrad is really loud. There you go.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. I turned it down a little bit. Turn it down for what? Well, you know,
It's a
I
good
saw
question.
it. I saw it. As soon as I looked over at that level, getting the show started, I saw Conrad was
Right,
blowing
right.
up the mic. Chat. Now, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, chat. It's been a beautiful day today. Earlier today, if you aren't aware, you're probably going to want to go back and check out that last live stream. We had some exceptionally compelling conversations and some new faces. There was only one face, but it was, I was in a wig for some reason. You know what I mean? You're having a
It
good
was a good
time
time.
today earlier because Alex is still on vacation, so he can't tell me no. And in that light, chat, because you're joining us now, one of the, looks like 92 people that are with us right now. Here's what we're going to do. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I haven't even done the intro, and you're getting a giveaway. Here you go,
Ooh,
chat.
ooh, so soon. So
Out
soon.
there on twitch.tv, YouTube, and facebook.com. If you're joining us right now, you can win a Wizzy the Green's lucky hat before I even talk about what you can see on the screen, before I even introduce the show. We're doing it now. So get yourself that Wizzy the Green's lucky hat. I'll do another one of these giveaways at the end of the show, but for now, while you all are filling that out, let's get into what's going on. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Today is April 23rd, 2022. The time, 7:12 p.m., my local time, but it may be April 24th, 2022, where you are. I want to say congratulations to the other side team that has made an announcement this lovely afternoon. So, hats off to you folks. Hope everything goes well for you. Also, as we are kicking off the show, good morning. A user reporting that they were joining us from Bangkok today. Hello, Thailand. How are you doing?
Right. Ooh. Yeah, folks all the
Conrad,
way around the world.
Conrad, I heard that there were some questions already coming in as users all around the world can
Right.
ask any question they like about the Sandbox game, about VoxEdit, about the metaverse, or anything else they want about the Sandbox ecosystem. Conrad, what were those questions that
You
came
know,
in
before we
so
even
early?
went live, Joe,
Yeah.
we had Safwhat over on YouTube and Polyvoxel asking. Uh, let me get back to the question here. Uh, Safwhat asked first. There was two questions. It's a two-parter. Now, Joseph, it's very important. When
Okay.
moon?
Okay. Well, to the first one, uh, literally every day. Let's go. Next.
Uh, when Lambo?
Oh, got it.
And then Polyvoxel had to ask when moon? When Lambo? When's season 6, Joe?
Soon.
Soon TM is what we
Soon
like to say
TM.
here.
That's right. Woo! Having a good time. Breaking it down for you.
Mm,
But on the real chat, here's what's good inside the Sandbox game as of this weekend. Retweeted by at a monochrome era builders. There is just 1 week left to create and submit for our community build challenges. Get some major sand prizes and get developed into the hashtag monochrome world lore. Go, go, go. Thank you, monochrome folks, for tagging me in this because it helps me keep track of all the interesting side piece news that comes through in the metaverse. All right. But the first design contest. This is the monochrome NPC design challenge. Create a hue or hunter character for monochrome wasteland. The person who gets first place in the character creation will get 1,505 sand. That is math. A lot of money for a character creation. But that's nearly that's about $4,000. That's about $4,000 for creating an asset and character inside of the VoxEdit software. Second place gets 750 sand. Third place gets 500 sand. And 4th through 10th get 135 sand tokens just for creating something with the absolutely free software, VoxEdit. Also, Monochrome Equip Design Challenge. Create an equipable weapon or armor for Monochrome Wasteland. Same exact reward. Crazy good. If you're asking yourself, how do I earn money in the metaverse? How do I get my, play to earn sort of work done here in this space? This is it right here. You can be a creator, creating the future. And I'll say it again. I've said it before. This is one of the best development teams in this space. So if you want to make an asset that will get good exposure, this is it right here.
These are the folks. These are the folks to talk to for sure.
So that contest, once again, just 1 week left. Make sure that you are creating, that you are submitting for that. Because, it's fun.
Oh.
Adds to your resume, even if you don't win. You make some great content. Joe, can you get it shared out there? What's up?
Can you do us a favor and turn up your volume just a little bit? We got some requests from over on our YouTube, Alex.
Yep. Ooh. No, hey, I turned myself back up to 100. Now I'm probably louder.
Ooh. We too loud now.
Oh, really? Now I'm too loud. Chat.
We'll figure it out. Like I said, one day.
Is that better?
Oh, they said much better.
Is that better? Oh yeah. Too low.
All right. We'll stick with that.
Midnight next Saturday, Central Standard Time, CST time zone. Convert that to your local time when you can. It's a good contest though. Definitely worth doing. And yeah, now I can tell. Now I can hear it. I can hear I'm much better audio. I was just I'm a loud person and I have these open headphones, so sometimes I can't tell, Anyway, so we got that going on. And then earlier today, Conrad, we had a user who had actually won a Wizzy the Green lucky hat. Yeah?
Oh yeah.
So that Wizzy the Green winner had submitted in that form the answer to that they had created a game in the Game Maker. And they were nice enough to put the page that those games are published on right now. And I asked them, can we play their content here on this show? So we will be doing that to kick this off because, first of all, it's super exciting to see not only the people in this chat have those games played, but also, if you happen to win on a forum, heck yeah. You want your content featured? Let's go. Anytime anybody wants any content featured on this show, I'm down for it. So let's open up our Sandbox Maker app as it will be inside the Game Maker gallery.
I am excited to check this one out.
All right. Now, as I said right at the very top of the show, more people have trickled in. The very, very top of the show. I already put a form in, so while it's loading, let's see who won. 104 responses came into that form.
Ooh. All these early birds right now getting that
and user
worm.
Number 45 is going to be the winner of the first of two.
All right. Love it. Love
the green lucky hats. Right here. All right. And answering to the question, so, how did I look in my wig? You said, you look spectacular. More direct with that wig and other wigs. That's funny. I like that. That's funny. Now, that is over on youtube.com. Sargosm, Sargosm, on youtube.com is the winner of the first of two Wizzy the Green's lucky hats that we're going to give away on this show today.
Congratulations,
Let's go, dude. Let's go.
That's an early win.
You already know. We don't always have to wait. Chat, we can mix it up. We just do whatever.
Right.
It's a day, I
like making them wait though, because they always squirm a little bit in chat.
I do kind of like
our
that,
folks
right?
when form,
Yeah. We get a lot of those.
I'm
surprised that wasn't a question at the top. Like, where's the link? I saw that earlier and I had to laugh because it was like, we very, very rarely do it right off the top. But whenever somebody comes in immediately and is like, are they doing a giveaway? I'm like, yeah, you're excited now. You're excited now.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
right.
149, I think is what it said before.
Yes, we were on page 149 for the Exoplanet Mycelium. and then we got to go to about 217 for Dome City.
Okay.
And
I'm not
in
seeing
these
it on
games,
149, so.
it looks like it's been pushed back to 152, says Kara
Oh,
Travis.
wonderful. There we go. Okay, Kara, I gotta ask, because it does say Mycellia. Was this created for the Fun Guy Game Jam? I see you in the chat. I'm gonna play it. We're gonna load it up.
Are we just gonna wait for their response?
For a minute, I thought that I
Hey,
was gonna wait for it.
there's
Yeah.
their guy. You missed it, Felix. We already sent a form.
Hey, there we go. Yeah, Felix, we finished up the very first giveaway, but don't worry, we'll do another one later on the show.
Right.
In about an hour. Got a little time on that. In the meantime, we're gonna be playing an amazing narrative experience. Using about 7,000 forbidden assets, Karatraz says. This was created for the Fun Guy Game Jam. So, that's interesting. Right. So were you automatically disqualified and you just made this amazing game for nothing? I mean, obviously for something, right? Like, you got the opportunity to publish it later, but it's pretty funny. I mean, it's not funny, but like, live and learn, right? Live and learn, right? Okay, so I'm spawning in. Immediately, the robot's like, bro, you better be talking to me. I feel that vibe. Leader, medical droid says, welcome back. Wait, should I do a robot voice? Can I do that? I don't know. I feel like I'm going to do a squirrel voice. Welcome back, Commander. If you're feeling a little dizzy, that's a normal side effect of the hibernation process. Am I getting that? Am I doing that all right?
No way, I love it.
Okay.
Your
shuttle landed a few hours ago on the surface of the planet Mycellia. The travel average speed of the Caratraz was about 19% light speed, and the entire journey took 354 years. She is now orbiting the planet and maintaining contact with the ground. I'm sorry to inform you that, due to some incidents, we had to wake you up earlier than planned. We need you on duty right now. This is longer than I thought it was going to be to do that voice. 3 of our mycologists disappeared in the underground cave system, and besides that, several strange events have been taking place for the last few days, and we need you to check out. The scientists at the Galvagia outpost can explain you all the details. However, before going outside, you need to talk to the bioforming engineer. I think she's on the top floor. I was instructed to prevent you from the... Very nice. Very nice. Ohana means family.
There you go.
Yeah, all right. I'm done with you know, you got to pay for the rest, all right? It's the premium featured content right there.
Okay.
I was instructed to prevent you from leaving the operational sector before talking to us, so the doors to the main hall and to the underground passage will remain locked for now. Explaining those things is interesting. That's a good choice, I think. Because now I don't walk over to the doors and go like, why won't this door open? All right. The medic says something when I'm just hanging out, which is nice.
I do like it when NPCs have a little dialogue over them.
Yeah.
By them. So just get touched.
Both of these doors are closed because we were supposed to go upstairs. So this is good. I'm liking this. Wait, the bioforming engineer, yeah? Is that just this person that I just talked to? No? What happened?
Did you already break it?
I don't think so. Wait, there's another door. Can't open that door.
I think you already broke it.
No way. Assistant medical droid.
Because that friend that we were just chatting with, try again on the doors, says Kara.
Yep. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what? Is the door... Okay, hold up.
Kara said click more times on the doors. Okay.
So the door on the... has the triggers set on the right side instead of on the left where it opens. Flip the door. Like, I see the handle here, so I walk to this side, and when I press it, it does nothing. But if I go into the number there, it works. So flip this door. I don't know if that's going to be true with every other door, but I assume that is the case.
Yeah, we got to watch out for it now.
Okay. So we come in here. I got a couple different options. Like maybe too many options. But I guess it's not too many necessarily. Looks like a holding for supply, and I did in fact have to go up, so I can go down. And here the door opens.
Psychologist. You put some work into this place. Oh, our stream died.
What?
There we go. We're back again.
No!
Oh no!
I'm gonna freak out.
Your cat. Did your cat really do it? Okay,
I see what's happening. Give me just 2 seconds. I think I'm. So chat, you don't know this, but I actually have I got some hardware. There's a lot of stuff going on to make glitches. It didn't happen. You didn't see anything.
At the glitches. Well, in the meantime, chat, it feels good to be back on cam. Sorry, my garb today is not as dapper as Joe is always. I basically spend my days sick inside the bathtub. It's the only thing that helps out with our nausea. But I actually got to eat some food. We hung out inside of the chat this morning. We had Joe and Ollie's wig. It was a good time. And we're turning that into maybe an asset. We'll see. Sandbox Cody's being helping out in the chat. Nice to see you there. We also got Lowe's in there as well. The monochrome team.
Is that good?
Make sure I am not streaming from the bathtub. That would be quite hilarious if I could bring my green screen in there and just have my entire chair chilling inside the bathtub. Couldn't quite make it though. Also, I don't think my lighting would work either.
I'm sure we could figure it out. We'll just get a couple of mirrors,
Right. Now I was apologizing to chat for my garb today.
No worries. He's actually wearing a green shirt, so he's invisible if he even sat up. It's hilarious.
I am. It's
okay,
hilarious.
So hopefully that fixes all that. Sorry about the technical issues there. I have a lot of hardware to make this work in my house.
But we're good now.
Up. I hope so. I hope it stays good. Gotta get good. Can't get good if you stay good. I don't know.
And I promise, chat, I am gonna go see my barber. It's all gonna get fixed up.
Now he's getting recovered. You can actually go do that, right? Starting to get there anyway. Okay, this person's passed out. Oh, but they're talking to you. Okay. Maybe they're just depressed. They are, stuck in space or whatever.
They're laying down. I like these quarters.
The quarters are great. The quarters are great.
If you guys need any tips and tricks for making your world feel lived in, make sure that you have enough, assets and whatnot to give some diversity to your floors. This is great.
Yeah. Scientific supervisor. Oh, this person has words. They have actual words for me. I like it. And then this is bioforming engineer. Here we go. Okay.
There we go.
So here's what I would say if I was to bring a little bit of life to that section, if I wanted it to kind of guide me along the way. You know how in sci-fi films or video games, typically the stairs, for whatever reason, have LED lights on them? You know what I'm talking about? I don't know. So the front lip of the stair will have lights. I think you could push somebody to...
You gotta have it tell to figure out which direction your story is supposed to go. Right? Exactly.
So I would have these stairs, just put another asset on the front, and have if you can, have the animation, have two different animations, so that one animation is the lights starting It's just a single bar. It's just a single bar with a black strip and a voxel coming from both sides that is white, and it comes toward the center, right? But if you put it on the middle, that's your first animation, is starting all the way on the outside and coming in. And then the second animation is where you're like a third of the way in on both sides, and then they come toward the center point. So when you offset them, it will like kind of do this kind of a wave visual or something like go up here, go that way with your staircases. And, it would, because when I got to here, I'm checking everything. But if I came up a set of stairs and I see another set of stairs with the leading line lights, then yeah, I could go explore all these things for all your like secrets and your nooks and crannies and whatever. Oh, this health potion is in the corner or something, right? Or I could just follow the leading lines and get upstairs quickly, avoiding all the extras. Okay. Now I have to reach the Calvacia outpost and talk to the scientist, which I assume means going back down and out. I should have closed the window when I was over there, dog. So wild. Okay. All right. All the way down.
Deal. I don't think chat minds. So far, chat's been wonderful to us. I can't say that enough.
All right. So now we can go outside. Here we go. Wait. Can I go in that corner? Can I go in the corner office now? I can. Wait. That's illegal. Engineer. Oh! I'm sorry. This atmosphere control chamber is malfunctioning. You can't use it right now. If you need to go to the Calvacio outpost, you have to take the long way through the cave at the base of Mount Mycellia. I want to go outside anyway. I want to go.
This is what we were talking about just a second ago with those little cues of like leading your players in the right direction, right? You did the exact thing right there with the keywords. So good job highlighting those. So
Absolutely.
if you get somebody with like the ADD or that neurodivergence and whatnot, just in general, they're going to pay attention to that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Good on you.
Yeah, I love that. Love that they're doing that. It also makes it like, when I was reading back the robot voice or whatever, it accents it in my mind differently, where it's like a robot would have said it in some kind of weird, like pulling it from another index thing, possibly or whatever.
Right,
so,
right.
All right, ambiance technician. Ooh. Okay. Chamber system operates to keep one of the doors always closed. Activation switch will open the door next to you and close the other one. If both doors are closed when you press it, the system will restart, and you have to press it again. Beep. Beep. Ha ha ha. Dude, that's like...
We have a... I love the buttons. Okay, now I understand why they were on the right side.
Yeah.
Also, we have a new user today over on Twitch that I hadn't noticed. Their account was created 4 hours ago. We have welcome the lack of Vision X to the chat.
Stop it. Get some help.
I love it.
First of all, I see you. All right.
No, you don't. You're blind as a bat.
Get out of here, bro. That's it. Now you've made me. That's it. I'm playing the rest of the game without glasses. Never needed them.
Oh, goodness gracious.
It was a meme.
Chat.
It was a meme the whole time.
Triggered him.
It was a meme the whole time. Whoa. Okay. All right. Certain mushrooms might be poisonous.
Okay.
All right.
That was stated.
Was it? Paying attention
believe it
would be
was
important. You know what I mean?
I believe the atmosphere
had
warned us that there was some dangers out here.
But the red mushrooms are bad. Purple are fine. And it's just a vibe, dude. We're just chilling. Visually, I gotta say, like, stunning. Is that a accurate description of this? Because I like the way that these contrast against each other. It does seem natural, these aren't like absurd colors. These would happen potentially in nature. Having varied heights of just mushrooms for as it goes,
This is really striking. I really like this car.
Yeah.
Well done. Also, chat is totally flaming you right now for taking off your glasses and then immediately getting hit.
Oh, come on. I got hit by the mushrooms I didn't know were bad, okay? Give me a break. Give me a break here. Are
These
these
little
butterflies?
creatures here.
What? Like they
Oh,
are.
man.
They
Oh,
were like
kinda, yeah. They were
they were
little
like
butterflies.
butterflies that wanted to murder me.
Round butterflies.
They're
What's
gonna
going
do a
on there?
murder on me. Oh yeah. And look at there's like a little caterpillar over there too. Bop, 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 bop. Excuse me. Sorry. Yeah. All right. Sorry. Excuse me.
These little creatures are
They're vicious,
destroying
dude.
you.
They're
These
vicious.
are very
Whoa.
vicious.
Is that
Oh,
like a
what is that?
slug? What are you? What are
Oh
you?
man, this
Ah,
land is
I
treacherous.
gotta go. No. No.
Aw, chat, yeah. I
Let's go
definitely missed an
deeper into the
opportunity
rabbit
there.
hole, dude. This was a mistake.
I
I made a mistake. I
I
went the wrong way.
I should have told you there were squirrels. And you
Are
were
they
just looking at them
squirrels?
wrong.
Get out of here, dude.
Oh, I could still get them.
You
I could have
missed an
still got them.
opportunity for that? Is that
Oh
it? Is
man,
that what you're
two
saying?
time.
Yeah.
Oh man.
They're definitely not squirrels, dude. Like, that's pretty obvious. The thing looks like a Porygon at best.
Hashtag copyrighted.
First of all, true.
There are
Secondly,
so many enemies here. This is
healing.
so dangerous.
Healing.
Ooh,
Oh,
ooh, okay.
what is healing me?
Okay, okay, but why? Why are we getting
Exactly. Why am I healing?
What is going on here?
Okay, so that blue mushroom has a little green essence coming out of the bottom. So there's a reason.
Oh, Karo said blue fungi. Go for the blue fungi.
Here we go.
Kara, we got a question over from YouTube. Our friend
wants me to
Crypto
use my
Far
left eye.
West wants to know how big was this plot of land?
Before Kara
what was
answers the real answer, I'm going to assume the biofarmer engineer did totally tell me what heals and hurts, but, you know, I went click, 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 like a dummy. And so some users are
Right.
clearly going to do that if one of your users did. But
It was on a
I'm
1 by
going to
1.
guess this is just a 1x1, yeah. Yeah. There
Yeah.
it is.
Okay, we got some
Run!
HP.
And I run. Wait. Oh no. I gotta get away. Gotta go. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. No. You don't
Oh
wanna
man.
hurt. Oh hey, what's up? Huh. You're not break through the. Okay, hold up. This is
All
the
right,
first time that you've had an issue.
You've gotten Joe.
You're not break through these rocks with your blade. Is either you are not breaking or you cannot break. I'm preparing some explosives, but it will take a while. Okay, cool. Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah, Jazzle clears it up for us. Part of the Fungi game jam, they did have in their rules that it has to be on a 1 by 1.
Oh, nice.
So
Wait.
specifically for that contest.
Okay.
Looks like you reached the outpost.
Heck yeah, dude. An exospeleologist. Wait, speleologist. What does that mean? Exospeleologist? I don't know what spelly is. Weird.
I couldn't tell you. Not a
You're
scientist.
studying this armyworm larva. Now, see, this is it. This is it. This is why, so far, this game is compelling and fantastic. Speleologist studies caves. Nice. Science.
Thank you for
Science.
clarifying.
You know? I can't say it, but I lipped it.
Where's Alex when you need him?
Wait, what? Triggered.
Gotta wrangle you in, Joe. Jeez.
Alex can't do
Our
it.
friend, he can't. Our friend, Next Level Williams wants to know, what is that sword you got there? That's part of this experience, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the sword that is in my character's hand was chosen by. Let me go through the. I really want to read this narrative because this is lore. This is lore that's happening here.
Right. We had
So
to
I
learn
found
a
out
word for this.
The name of the creature now, which in 99.9% of all of the games that I've ever played, nobody names the characters beyond the thing that pops up over their head. Some people even it just straight up says Guy 1 as like, you know, their name. This is going deep in the weeds and teaching you about this world and building it out, and that is fantastic. I don't know where you got on this game jam, but this is This is fantastic. All right, Mycellia fungi can reproduce by budding or sexual reproduction. They form fruitification bodies, or as you call it on Earth, mushrooms. These structures produce 3 kinds of gamete cells that fuse to generate embryos. Wow. The embryos grow into the larvae, and other fungi grow inside, consuming and killing it in the process. The mushrooms also produce spores, but they don't have anything to do with reproduction.
There we go.
Yeah, that one's a miss. But like, it's so hard to really be critical of that sort of thing when everything is so well fleshed out. Like, what I'm seeing is that you've got like pages of lore, not a couple little bits of lore. So what I would say, just as feedback, because I want to stay 100% in the moment, these people seem like experts. You've done a lot of what seems to be logical research. The dots are connecting here, is to take everything that you want to say and just dump it into Word. Microsoft Word or Google. Okay, Kara, being from Brazil and having this concise of wording is amazing.
Props.
If English is your second language and you're making this great of a narrative, congratulations. Because you beat most of America already. But yes, but they don't have, if it's don't, it should say anything. If they don't have anything, it means they have nothing, right? So you can either get rid of don't and say, but they have nothing to do with reproduction, or you can say they don't have anything to do with reproduction. Either way.
Right.
All right, so we found evidence that it is some sort of biomolecular signaling. Like 90% of Americans can't spell biomolecular. All right, since the adult form of the mushrooms are sessile, the larvae compete to occupy the algae patches. That's why they're aggressive. Oh, these aggressive forms are predominant in the planet. Nice. So now, not only have you told me what it is, armyworm larvae, but you've also told me why it wants to kill me, which is, again, amazing. Like, this is fantastic. It's all a work of fiction, but it's rooted in reality in a way that makes this world seem like I genuinely just landed on it, and they've had a year to figure out what the heck this is before they woke me up. So this is magic.
I'm feeling, TSB Mass Effect vibes with this whole experience. So
far. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm really appreciating this.
The assistant droids.
I mean, especially the fact that
these nanorobots therapies today. So use it with
English isn't your first language. Oh man, that's so rad.
Oh! No!
What would you do? I looked away for 2 seconds.
That's so funny. So the assistant droid has made it very clear. Say, we're not going to restock these nanorobot therapies today, so use it with parsimony. Use it with caution, with care, with intent. Right?
Right.
And I was like, all right, let's see what it does. And I just grabbed 3 of them out of 4, and it healed me for 50 health. So it's like, well, you could have been healed. But I love it.
Okay. Chat, I don't have my glasses on today either.
Rip.
And Joe has taken his off.
Who needs it, dog? Who needs it, dude?
Because we were making fun of him. So
yep.
It's just
Exopsychologist.
It's literally that simple.
That's it. What are you going to do?
The electronic says question. Who's that sexy guy sitting in Joe's chair with no glasses?
I don't know. Just a dude. You know what I mean? Just a guy. Just hanging out.
Joe's evil twin.
Probably. It's, you know what? It's actually, it's Josephina's cousin or something. You know what I mean? He joined us on the earlier stream.
Right.
All right. We discovered fascinating things about Mycelia fungi. They grow in the ground, forming hyphae and mycelium, just like the Earth's fungi. But these mycelium are very advanced. All right. They act as a nutrient delivery system to sustain life underground. And many species produce there. You would want to say many species produce instead of produces. But whatever. Okay, many species produce bioluminescence to feed the algae patches with light. In addition, this Mycellia may be related to communication, but we are not sure yet. How so? The people that were studying this communication phenomenon are the ones that disappeared. After that, other strange things started to happen. A scientist swears that he heard. This one would be heard, or a scientist swears that he heard a fungus talking to him, or a scientist swears that he listened to a fungus talking to him. Your choice. One of those two. All right, where do I start looking? They went northeast from the outpost to one of the rock formations in the underground gallery. But a quake blocked the only tunnel that leads there. We were keeping radio communication, but they suddenly went silent. That was almost 2 days ago. Right, we were working to remove the rocks blocking the northeast tunnel. Meanwhile, the two other groups of scientists reported increase in the larvae activity. They asked your help to secure some of the tunnels and caves, so they came back. If you look at the windows, you'll see the rift. It is an opening to a great underground gallery. You can cross it to find the tunnels where one of the groups went. They will know more information about the other group. Let me check it out. Let me check out. This check was misspelled, and it should say, let me check it out. Here. All right, if you jump down the rift, you can come back by the stairs, but be careful because the gallery is crossed by a lava flow. Okay. This is fine. That actually, somebody might say that. Keep working on the northeast tunnel. I'll be back soon. Ooh. All right. Can I just go up? Is it going to be as easy as going up? I'm leading myself through a path that I can't follow, Anakin. All right. I could have healed there.
Well, we do have a question from a web dev here.
Okay.
Is there no claiming meta dungeon completion sand? I do believe that was an airdrop.
It was an airdrop. There is not a claim needed for that, so it shouldn't have costed you gas. If you got the 100% on the meta dungeon within the first week, then you got that airdrop as M Sand tokens on the Polygon network.
Right. And our next question comes from Randuxy, which
Okay.
I feel like I say that wrong every single time. But regardless, with your land, can you have a lobby area on it to introduce people to your experience before they have access to the experience itself? Can we gate the land before they actually get in there, and then also gate the land when they're in it?
Yeah, sort of, but not to the effect, like, you can't restrict people from having access to the full experience per se, but you can, just like in this experience that you're seeing, you can choose as a developer wherever you want someone to spawn. So if you want them to spawn in a little box that explains what's about to happen, then do that. And we've seen lots of experiences that have been built that way, where they'll have a short tutorial zone or like a welcome to my space here, whatever. And then you open a door or you trigger an event and, you go into the larger open space. But in terms of, introducing people to your experience without charging them and then suddenly charging them as soon as they open a door, can't do that.
Okay. And Libra Stark here. Do you think in the future, the near future, Sandbox could become a form of social media or YouTube channel where the worlds we create could become our profiles with the possibility to monetize them?
We're not really designing it as a social media space, but obviously there is social interaction, but your profile itself is the thing that represents you. Your avatar represents you. So, yeah, it's not really with the intention of making your land represent you.
The chat really wants you to put back on your glasses.
Why?
I think we're freaking them out. you look too good. Thank you, Randuxy. And then WebDev says,
You guys are killing
sure,
me, chat.
I did complete it. The
right, that's it.
NPC
Fine.
glitched and
Fine. Clark Kent's coming back. Don't worry
go
about
ahead.
it. All right.
Alrighty, so WebDev asked that they did complete it. The NPC glitched and didn't get the completion. Does have a video of them completing it on March 17th, but the support keeps closing the ticket for some reason. I do believe it's just because it's snapshotted in, unfortunately. So if that completion wasn't recorded, but what do you got,
Yeah,
Joe?
I mean, one second. Let me look at the rules for that.
There are some extra things that we got here in power through the might of Joe.
Yep. You already know. You already know. I got you. Do 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 do. Unclaimable. Hmm.
And Loopzera, this is going to be a play and earn experience, but right now our season is closed, so there's no direct earns. For instance, during the alphas, you can get all sorts of things for playing the experiences and getting those alpha passes, getting lots of sand and other NFTs and things like that, or memorabilia. But right now, it's just the game maker and those social hubs out there on the sandbox.game.
Yeah.
So check them out. For instance, you can play
Okay,
this game.
so with regards to the M-Sand drop from the artifact experience, there is not that the ability to claim that at this point, given how far we are away from the alpha, is closed. From what I'm seeing, we issued a whole bunch of additional sand with those proofs or whatnot, but it was a pretty wide window on that. So that's probably why the tickets are being closed right now. The only ones that seem to still be being addressed are the 100% completion and the any contesting of a ban or something to that degree. So if one of those two things had happened, then the tickets are still open for that. But in terms of the artifact reward, that was because it was done, as Conrad said, off of a like
Snapshot.
blockchain scan timer or
Right.
whatever. Yeah.
Right.
Snapshot.
The easiest word for it.
Yeah. Snapshot is the actual accurate word. Yes. All right.
They ask, sure, but why were my 4 tickets closed?
Yeah. I mean, once again, if you were outside of the timer period on that, or if your proofs weren't sufficient, then your ticket may have been closed. But there are other opportunities I talked about right at the top of the show. Certainly, if you're creating in VoxEdit right now, there's an amazing contest with a bigger reward that would take less time. In fact, going on with the Monochrome team, and we've got the contest with regards to just playing again, going out on Twitter and sharing a screenshot from inside the experience that's live right now, wearing all of the armor from that experience, the hidden
Hidden
village. Thank you. See, that's my thing. I'm awful with names, right? I'm terrible with names. I don't think that it's important at all. Conrad can attest to this all the time. Conrad's great with names, but not so much the minutia under that name compared, like we go the opposite direction.
We're the opposite,
with that.
right?
Yeah, it works perfectly. All right.
I need keywords. He needs details. And JR Norris 95 has kind of a similar issue where they had gotten the 100% completion,
Yep.
never got that 95 and sand. So once
Yeah,
again,
and that's where I go back to. Like I said, those tickets are still open to being addressed. If I'm looking at it right now, how many are there? I see like 8 right now that I have to check since this stream started. So, they come in a lot, and we have a lot to look at all the time. But yeah, you can definitely check it out.
and yes, WebDev, I do definitely feel your pain.
Ice Pilot X7 says a word that Conrad loves to use. Not always in that context. But Ice Pilot said, random thought, I bet the word irregardless really bothers Joe. Turns out that one's actually a word, so it doesn't bother me. But you know what word did bother me for a really long time?
It was used enough times to be put in the dictionary.
Yeah, kind of like ain't, right? Ain't.
Right.
Didn't used to be in the dictionary, but it is now. So deal with it. You know what I mean? You just got to roll with it. But anyway, there was I wish I actually can't think of it right now. There was like a financial word that people used to use all the time, and it would just bug me. Like these little.
I mean, this morning we were talking about the Googles, so.
Oh yeah, the
we're
Googles.
with it.
Remember the Googles?
Right.
I was there in the before time.
And we got Mustafa, 37, asking when will that creator fund be open?
The creator fund is. I don't exactly know the whole status on the creator fund. There was a bit of a shift when it first got reclosed, where there was a huge amount of money that had gone out to individual teams through a new resource that was similar to the Game Maker fund, or the creator fund rather, but not exactly the same. So I think, you're probably looking at least a long wait on that, but just because we may see it get completely restructured, similar to that, depending on the success of that program. The long-term goal really is about increasing education for better and higher quality products at this stage, because we do have a lot of users that are coming in, they're new. There's still a lot of lands that aren't well developed for yet. There's still a lot of partners and new, groups that are coming in that don't know how to even create in this space, and not enough creators to fill that, really. Not that, there's plenty of users though. So to be able to incentivize and, get that pivot in there where, oh my goodness, beautiful butterflies, almost certainly going to murder me. I'm going to go down there. Let's see what happens. What's up?
User Rasul Elder, I did actually message you back here on the Sandbox account. You gotta tell us if you got that game. Message us. We want to play it. What page is it on? We don't know yet. Earlier we did have MC Elder Cube was the name of the game that we'll be playing, more than likely on the next stream, but otherwise pay attention inside the chat too, because a lot of times I'll be answering your questions there if things are getting busy. And otherwise, we do have AYZ116 curious. Where can we find information on those game jams?
Wait.
Oh, you guys sent all the way back.
No way. Oh, that's a killer. That's a killer.
That's why we needed those HPs.
That hurts. I get it. I get that those HPs are there, but those HPs are really far away from that place where I just was. You can use the passage that was closed before, sure, to get there here relatively quickly.
All right, we do have shortcuts. Now. Dark Souls style, I love it.
Okay, so I wonder if it's possible that. Okay, let's consider the following. Consider the following. You know what I mean? If it's possible, once that door can open over there, maybe when you appear around this platform with like a really small radius, you should have a calculator that'll do a text bubble where the calculator is invisible, right? And the text bubble says, like, ugh, that hurt. I should use, or like, I remember maybe I can use that. There we go. Yeah, maybe I can use that, the basement entry. There we go. So
a reminder.
Oh, that hurt. Maybe I can use the basement entry so that you pop in, because I spawned here and was depression. All right. I was like, that's so far away in my
As the
mind
chat
because
put,
I'd done all these things.
emotional damage.
Exactly. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
We were
Checkpoint
in
would be helpful
pain.
from Jazz Wolf, but given that, it's okay to come back to the medical bay if that is the case. Um, I'm just thinking about that now. Actually, you could do this even better probably if you made it so that once you leave the medical facility, like over here, actually move the spawn point as well. Move this to here, near the medical beds, or like right here. So I spawn like, and I woke up from, I got recovered by somebody, right? Something like that. That would be interesting.
Right.
It's not essential, of course,
And,
but just
and when
takes
we
it
get
to
music, you can
takes it
put in
to
a little
another.
ding.
Yeah, a little something here. So you spawn here after, like the initial spawn is you being here because cool, whatever, right? That's the narrative. But you come over here after you can open the door, you move that spawn point and you do the little text bubble will be here so that when I spawn, it's like, ugh, you wake up in a fog. Maybe I should use the basement, whatever. And you come
Right.
down this
I
way.
do like how our map has opened up into a full circle. I've always appreciated that about the Souls-like games. How as you progress, you end up just getting these full circles that just let you re-explore where you've previously been. That way, if you accidentally punish yourself by going to the wrong spawn, it's not so bad.
Yeah, and that's for sure. It's doing that, and I didn't know that it was doing that. So yeah, like I said, my first reaction was, oh geez, gotta start over, everything, all that. But now that I actually see what's happened, it's not nearly as bad as I thought it was gonna be. And now I feel like I can just kind of like hack and slash through everything if I wanted to. What's up, little bug? Pop.
Dead. All right, Joe. We do got some questions coming in again.
Okay.
Once again, I do want to know where people can check out on all those game jams that are upcoming. Where are the
Yeah,
good
so
spots
the game
at?
jams that are officially ours, our game jams we will publish on sandboxgame.medium.com. Third-party game jams, however, may be announced by whoever's hosting it. So if there's a Fun Guy game jam coming up, there's a Fun Guy game jam, right? That's going to be announced by the Fun Guys.
Right.
If there's going to be one coming out from Joe's an awful person, and I forgot the name of the brand new company. Something Ocean. I forget. Voxel Ocean. That made a lot more sense once I looked at. So Voxel Ocean decides to host a creation contest or something, then that's theirs to do, theirs to announce. And I try to keep up with them, but usually I'll tell you guys about them when I get tagged about it, right? That's one of the reasons why like I can always announce a Monochrome thing, because the Monochrome team knows that is my preference. If it's going to be on this show, I got to be able to see it, And that'll be true also for any of you guys, any of your creations. If you ever want to see me like review a VoxEdit piece that you created or something on the show, or play your game or whatever, or you just made a meme about me, tag me, Let's have some fun on the internet here. That way, we can bring it up if it's important, if it can help other people, and get this metaverse on top. Get this rolling. All right.
Okay. And to continue on,
Yeah.
AYZ116 asked, what type of educational content can you elaborate on that a bit more? That was in reference to what we were chatting about a bit ago. With our,
I've forgotten what I mean by that. I forgot where I came from to get there. Let me think. So we have educational. I should have closed that window. Everybody's bringing their big old work trucks by my place now. Anyway, we got good educational resources from like Inside Participate that makes some fantastic things. We've had, it's interesting. What is this for? We've had educational resources that are available on our Git book, GITBOOK. So if you can find the Sandbox Git book, there's lots there that can help you learn VoxEdit. They can help you learn the Game Maker. things like that. Yeah, there's a huge amount of them, and people who are making educational resources for the sandbox. I mean, Monochrome team again, Tempest Studios has a metaverse masterclass, that you could check out. They got Squiggly School out there. They're a good one that I can remember off the top of my head. I remember. Let's see a little bit.
Oh yeah. All right. So yeah,
All right.
we're keeping people trying to. Really, the goal was just to make it so the game maker is quality of life, so folks can make these games easier and easier, so everybody
Yeah.
can get into the play and earn and make.
Well,
Really.
yeah, and that's the thing. Like, if you're the kind of person who owns a land, you're gonna want to know, right? What do I do with this?
Right.
How do I make it awesome? Like this experience so far, I would define it as an awesome narrative. The world itself doesn't do enough to lead me in the way that I need to be led, but I'm playing this like I'm 5. If I don't mind that, eliminate the larvae in the tunnels and in the gallery and notify the groups trapped in the caves. I've seen some of the groups. I can eliminate some of those. But it might be helpful to mark where the groups are trapped in the caves. And along the way, naturally, I'll probably fight all of those larvae that are in the caves, But in terms of overall, the once I realized that, it doesn't really matter that much that I die, it's been fine. It's been fine. I had that one moment where I didn't love that respawn, but we found a way to possibly fix that. And then now I'm thinking I want to be able to find these.
Kara did say a scientist you found said that there was that you have to find an underwater passage.
Yeah, but is that the only scientist in here? Because I've got to eliminate the larvae, right? I don't know if that's actually a quest. I'm reading it as I need to actually kill everything. So if that's not the case, then there may be a better way to put that. Or if that is the case, maybe make a progress bar for like how well I've done if I'm missing something. Because I can talk to these people again. Did you find the other group? We talked about some underwater passage.
Kara says, I need to learn to use quest marks. Yes. It definitely will solve some problems.
That's normal, right? All right. Question from Jay Banderia 2 says, do you guys have any info on Sandbox X Cross? Other Side from Yuga Labs. The Other Side project was funded by the Sandbox game to a certain extent in their funding round, but that is actually that's generally the extent of the partnership, or at least that which I could explain right now. There has been no official news or announcements on what The Other Side is. Really.
Right.
We know
we're really unsure.
Know that it's a metaverse, right? That's what we know. Everything else
everybody hyped for it.
Can't talk about it.
Right.
All right.
And Rasul Elder, I got you. This unfortunately we are closing down on time, so your game probably won't be played today. But make sure to check us out on Monday as we finish out some Minos Dome City, and we'll also be playing your game.
And if for some reason we run out of time on Monday, we won't. We'll play yours on Tuesday, so we'll just add it to the line, to the list.
It just keeps going.
The list
just
keeps
like these
going.
Questions.
And going. And going.
Nikhil Mohammed Yassin over on YouTube. Hopefully I didn't butcher that too bad. Anything with anything with a little seasoning, I have such a hard time with. My apologies, folks. And they say, can we have equipable weapons pointing as the same angles as the camera in the game? Is that possible?
Well, you can use the first-person perspective, sort of, to do that, but like you want the thing to always point in the direction, like a compass. It's kind of a bit of an open question. where I need more details, but um, yeah. So I would say that it's possible to do almost anything that you want to do in VoxEdit. You just have to somewhat replace another thing that you thought, like, play around in there with the scaling of things, the way that, you know, when they created, a bunch of users created a first person shooter experience, and in order to do that
There
they
you go.
replaced the head with the weapon itself to do that.
They
So
do add on like for aiming, so I think you just continued
yeah, okay,
to
yeah.
answer that. So
Yeah, so if you want it to be like a firearm or an arrow, bow situation, then you're going to have to replace your character's head essentially with that asset and go in first person in order to allow for aiming like that. Otherwise, there are some mechanics tutorials that you can find. If you wanted it to be more like um, the old school Atari games where the spaceship kind of turns like this, then you can do that too, but not in your avatar's hands. Can't do that.
okay,
At least
we
yet.
can't manipulate it
You might
quite
be able
yet.
to do it later, but at this time where it is 0.6.24, and there's a lot of new features that are getting added with 0.7, but not that yet.
Alrighty, and Fernando over on I'm going to try to address your full name here, Fernando Alde Goita. Probably once again, doing my best,
You know
folks.
what? It just takes practice. Just takes time.
Right. And Joe complimented me earlier for being good with names. Joseph, if if a created game experience, if I create a game experience and use my own assets, will people be able to play it on the Game Maker?
Um, as of this exact second, not yet. Unless you have an account that is already listed as an artist because you were submitting for a former game jam. But very, very soon, um, general users will have access to pushing content to the marketplace, not for sale, but that's the thing that a user needs. So you need to have the ability to push your content to the marketplace so that everybody else can pull your content from the cloud to have it load inside the game maker. And how that process works right now is we've done it for the last, year, 2 years in a very manual way where the artists would submit their art to a manager and the manager would curate that art, make sure that it's up to standards of publishing in the marketplace, and then we would then publish it in the marketplace later, possibly for sale. Sometimes not, whatever. But it was always a check process to make sure that they were high quality creations there. So we're going to essentially take the cork off the bottle and let everybody run with it in the near future. But they're separately, we still need to be able to have the ability for somebody like me to go into the website. If you created Mickey Mouse, I need to be able to go in there and say, hey, that is illegal. And you're going to get yourself sued and could get this company shut down just in general, right? Like all of us would have a problem if you made Mickey Mouse, and we don't want that. Everybody doesn't want that. So we need to have a moderation tool. And then later down the road, we will have that moderation tool be more decentralized. So the community could report a thing that they know to be illegal or stolen or whatever. Like if you recreated this character, this female character with the red or pink hair, purple. Wow, what color is it? You know what I mean?
Copyrighted.
Purple hair. Then that is an asset that is owned by someone else. So if you recreated that wholly, clearly it's a copy, then somebody else could say, hey, I already made that. And then the community would be able to go back and say, you're right, you did. Here's proof that yours came first, and take down the person who stole your art. So you'll have options. You'll have options.
Okay.
But yeah, it's literally so close around the corner that we were hoping to have it done for the last game jam, the retro gaming game jam.
Right. And Pups Culture wants to know, Will the meta dungeon reopen for more challenges in M-Sand, just like Race Maze and Hidden Village?
Any instance could be reopened. I would speculate that we will not reopen the artifact experience unless we, while working with them, have their team slightly redesign it based on the feedback that we received. The experiences that have been reopened so far have been those that have been, well, because that between that and the Dracula's Castle, and Dracula's Castle received some updates mid-season, and that so it got better. But between those two, those were the highest reported. And what it really comes down to is not that that artifact experience was bad per se, but that when you got to the end and it became really about like intense good parkour, you could fall and you fell to the beginning and there was no way you got back, right? You're like, oh, well, like similar to what I felt when I died here, right? In this experience where I went like, oh man, I gotta go walk all the lines again. I gotta do the whole path. But this developer had created a kind of a checkpoint system in a different way where they were like, no, it's fine. But the artifact team, because everything is very vertical, the best choice they could have made was to actually make like invisible floors and consistent like checkpoints around the map, but make invisible floors so when you fall from that high height, you only fall like halfway and hit this invisible floor, die, respawn at the nearest checkpoint. Like, oh, you fell. So that is unlikely that that experience would reopen without an update like that.
And Idleman wants to know about optimization for the future for lower-ended PCs. Are we going to get those system requirements kind of pushed down a little bit?
Sort of, yeah. But also, every day that passes, that's less necessary. Currently, you can run the Sandbox game on a GTX 790 graphics card and an Intel i5, I think 4000 series.
Okay.
With decent frames per second. It's playable there. And everything below that gets interesting. But the idea of optimization is always on our minds because of course we want long term to be able to have this be publishable on mobile. So we can get there. It's just going to take time probably. The essentials right now are about making sure that we have this quality while increasing the number of features, right? And if this quality depreciates when we add video feeds in experiences, audio systems in experiences, network connection between user to user for multiplayer, when we add multiplayer combat, those things all need to be in there at this FPS, essentially, right? This performance level, and then we're doing well, and we can work on the optimization after.
Our friend Rasul says, I run it on a cracked screen Surface Pro 4.
There you go. Surface Pro 4 has an Intel
will.
i5 in it.
There you go. And Joe, as we're coming down to the end of our time, you said we were doing 2 giveaways today?
Yeah,
did I hear that right?
Absolutely. But I want to address this comment/question from the Mr. Parker John just recently.
Oh, I was gonna get to that after we.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this one now.
You're getting ahead of me. Go ahead, my friend. Go ahead.
Because it's a very important question. They say, so basically we should never expect to get any maps that have any level of difficulty again? There's no reason to play for anything besides the rewards since everything fun and difficult everyone complains about. Well, the Mr. Parker John, I can assure you that will not be the case. Essentially, you're going to have 2 seriously diverging schools of thought here. Mm-hmm. The first is that on the blue tiles, on the Sandbox game experiences, we are going to do what the general audience wants because the Sandbox game, us, and whoever we partner with to have these alpha experiences, we are the on-ramp for you. Right? So when you, the Mr. Parker John, create an experience in the Sandbox Game Maker and you make it Dark Souls level hard, you make it Elden Ring 3, then You have the right to publish that on your land, and people will play your experiences, and people will hate ours. You know, that's all good. That's with intent. You're going to want to have variety in the metaverse. We're going to have variety. We're going to have some spaces that aren't games. Lots of them. Lots
Right.
of places that are social hubs to be, places where concerts can be had. You know, this is a metaverse. It's diverse. It's not just about one way. The retro gaming game jam is an example of that, where those experiences are nothing like these, which dominate these hack and slash style RPG narratives. These dominate the experience, but you're going to want to have something different. So, yeah, you're going to find that our experiences on the blue spaces are probably going to be easier. They're probably going to be shorter, but they're also going to be experiences that are getting people used to the metaverse. And then they're going to leave there. They're going to step on yours and go, this is what I came here for. And they're going to play yours every day over and over and ignore ours entirely.
And then you're going to end up with your game here on the show, where we can tell you that maybe you didn't explain out that difficulty in a proper way to where
Right.
the player could actually learn it.
Right. And
And
that's
as we go ahead, Joe.
And that's the thing, like that. I just put a form in the chat real quick. I'm gonna just drop that in there. Fill out the form if you want to win an
Casually.
NFT on the show. And then, to the point Conrad was making, it's absolutely true. When you do make that high degree of difficulty game, you still have to understand that your users are going to be varied. And so the best way to do that is to make sure that they have some form of ramping difficulty, whether that be like an extreme ramp where you just go like, you know what, you knew what you were getting into, buddy. Here's a sign at the front that says you will die, you know, whatever you want. But just let your users know kind of what they're getting into as they come in, so that they don't come in knowing that, oh, well, these sandbox games were easy, so everything's going to be easy or whatever, right?
Right.
Yeah, but give them a sign, give them a tutorial of some kind without it being like, hey, this is a tutorial, you know, to kick it up.
I have the example of my first playthrough on Dark Souls 1. It was completely offline, and without the knowledge that I had, going through the game, my stats were all over the place. I got to Ornstein and Schmo, a kind of a gatekeeper boss in the game,
Mhm.
and I could not do anything about it. And this is 40 hours of gameplay. I had to restart the full game in order to have hope of beating them. So, do you want that kind of experience, or do you want folks to be able to learn your game and have that difficulty where you can
Yeah.
have, that actual learned game style? But
Yeah, and that's all a choice from the dev too. So there's no right answer to that. There's no, that's not me telling you you should or shouldn't do anything. You get to decide because it's your space, it's your
right,
place. And people will play your stuff as long as they know that your thing is there and that it's different and that it's hard. You're going to have your audience that wants to play a different and difficult game.
and
Right.
Cold Cuts and Cheese says set some expectations. It alleviates frustration. Even with those expectations, people say I'm ready for the challenge, but if you don't teach them how to take it on properly,
Right.
they won't be able to do it.
Okay.
Um,
Where are? Here we go. This appears to be the right direction. Let's get some science out here. All right.
oh man! And along with that, as the sandbox is being developed, we are getting more and more quality of life for different styles of games as well. So we'll be able to have those shoot 'em up games, those side scroller, the quest givers, and those Castlevania, Metroidvania s games
Mm-hmm.
that everybody loves. Oh, you're stepping on it again.
Yeah. Okay. So real quick, I want to give feedback about this particular thing here. Because most of this world is developed around these mushrooms, let's use that as a leading line in the caves. If you wanted me to get to this place without having to give me like, hey, here's a marker, then get a mushroom under the water somewhere. Get a mushroom that's glowing, and put it under there so that I can go like, oh, what's that? And I come down here, right? And now I'm under the water and I'm like, oh, there's another one and a cave that goes this way. And it takes me just being in it, just my curiosity, right? It will develop that down into I needed to go there to save those people or talk to them or whatever. Get this quest done. So
Right.
then you
I
don't
think.
have to. What's up?
Oh, go ahead.
No, yeah.
I was saying. I think Kara is going to go back and do a lot of quest markers and various cues to push our players here.
Right, because that's it is two different schools of thought. It's either saying, "Hey, dummy, it's here," and putting an arrow there, or it's because I'm the dummy, you know what I mean? Or it's putting a world element, a stripe of yellow, a unique fungus that doesn't grow anywhere else that points me in that way and saves me the work of trying to go, hide in some different cave or whatever, running in circles, basically, right?
Right.
Okay,
As
so
Renduck
now,
says, that flashing light over the door where you need to go in each game.
yeah, exactly. It's the exit sign over the door. It's the whatever it is for your experience, for your environment. In this environment, it would definitely, in my mind, there be that glowing mushroom that's at the bottom of the lake. And you're like, oh, that's
Right.
one shiny thing. Ooh, let me go get that.
I want to eat that.
I don't want to eat that. You don't want to eat random mushrooms, Conrad. Turns out
Perfect.
that could be bad for
I
you.
mean, right. I'm not in the state to do that. Our friend Empathetic over on Twitch says this game would be really intense if you ran out of air by being underwater for too long. Joe already spoiled for us that. I know I instantly was thinking of the Sonic, but we did get spoilers from Joe that swimming is being worked on. So
That is true.
I would like to
That is
see
true.
a death queue like that. That'd be cool.
All
And,
right.
go ahead, Joe. What do we got?
Oh, I'm just seeing this comment and I find it to be interesting. Says, hi Joseph, many early landowners are suffering right now. Please send me a DM. Give me some more context on this. I want to know how we can help.
Right.
I don't understand why Sandbox bought Moonbirds for 350 ETH. It'd be better if you provide utility for landowners versus this. So the utility for landowners exists. It maintains the exact same thing that it's always has been. And it is building right here, doing this, hanging out with me, make a game, get it ready for your land, because you're going to need it. And then, when you can publish on your land, which is right around the corner, you may have seen Soldman Gax. Nice. I just realized what your name is. It's a good meme. Understand that once we are moving that land contract over to Polygon, as we announced, 2 days ago, something like that. That land migration, when it gets fully over to Polygon, then we have the possibility for you guys to publish in that near future thereafter, and get the full user-generated content metaverse rolling. So it's closer than you think, but once again, we don't hold back all of our small updates. We give you all of the small updates early. So sometimes it may seem like it takes a while, but it should be understood that any game development usually takes years, not months. And we're not just building a game, but we're building a platform for you to build games, which takes even longer. Then we're also building a platform for you to build games without having to know how to code, which takes even longer. And we're doing it all in the blockchain, where nobody has ever done that before. So hope you understand that we definitely have utility for that land. It's been the same. It is being built. And we've got a team of hundreds of people working on it all over the world. There are, I can almost guarantee you, literally people working right now doing it. Because I know even last night when everybody shouted at Julia G. Julia in the chat, what are you doing? No, that was this morning. She's like, I'm working right now. And it's like, it's Saturday, Julia. Take a day off. Live your life. Not happening. All right. People here are definitely committed to making sure that this gets done as fast as possible, to the detriment of their own personal health. In fact, I would go that far. I've seen people actively be sick because they're working too much. So trying, definitely, to make that ready for you.
RX7801 wants to know what address we're supposed to be using inside of these forms. It's just going to be your Sandbox wallet address, right?
Yes. Whichever address you have inside your The Sandbox Game account, which is the wallet address for the service you signed up for. So just go to the account on the website and click on the Me section. Or I think it may have been renamed that. I forget. It was named Me for like 2 years. So anyway, check it out. Copy that ETH address there.
Right. And Backspace says, I felt there was very little capability to interact with other users in the social hub. Any idea that there will be updates and additions to interact with other players and, more than just the simple text chat?
Yes, for sure. That requires a full physics engine rebuild in order to have like physical interactions with each individual, and netcode rebuild, both of which have been going on they started up about 4 or 5 months ago now. But once again, not a super short process to make that happen. So I don't want to leave a timeline because we're going to make sure that it's good rather than just there and broken. You know what I mean?
Right. I want those Destiny style emotes where, I put out my hand and you can actually.
Yeah, exactly. Like Luke is saying, dap it up, get in there, bap, bap.
Oh, yeah.
What's up?
Right.
And that would be cool for sure. But those interactions require a different kind of connectivity that isn't there now. Right now, we just have the principal connectivity of seeing where you are, but not necessarily like that. Like, I'm going to leave an open-ended offer for you to do a thing. An interactive transaction requires another layer. And there's actually about 3 different multiplayer layers that would need to be implemented for something that seems simple as that, to do it. So, all right. Okay, so we have 254 responses to the form right now. Let me just double check and make sure things are looking legit. Things are feeling good.
Feeling good, looking good?
Looking good, feeling good.
Mohammed Hardy gives me the suggestion of trying to mix lemons with honey. 1 lemon with 1 spoon. It really helps. I'm gonna get some honey. I'm gonna give it a shot. I've been actually a thing that's been helping quell my nausea. Actually has been lemon sorbet and lime sorbet. So you're definitely. I was on to something there. So I'll try honey.
All right. Okay, so as I really like this question and I kept it going all day today, I wanted to see more responses, but I appreciate your honesty on this one here. Coming in with the question, have you designed a game or experience in the Sandbox Game Maker? They said, not yet, winky face.
Ooh.
Over on youtube.com, Meghili Mohammed Yassin is our winner of the second Wizard of Green Lucky Hat NFT giveaway on this show today.
Congratulations, friend.
Congratulations.
Check it out.
Super hype.
You got it.
Super hype about it. And, yes, Conrad, go ahead.
Joe, do we have those duplicates?
Oh, unfortunately, yes.
I gotta.
It's literally not.
I know it's never gonna happen. I gotta ask though.
I like the fact that Alex has it out there. Alex is so. If you don't know, chat, anytime Alex is on the show, he has a rule that if you guys can manage to not submit duplicates, that he will do a special giveaway. But it's literally never happened. Even when there was like 40 people who would be on this show, there would still be duplicates, like at least 5. You'd have somebody who's like, hey, oops, I mistyped my whatever, and in that regard, there's a thing. Darling Marie Parker, Good song you
Say
put
my
in the
name,
chat.
say my name.
That's right. When no
I'm
one is
into it.
around you, you know.
Garlic and honey, an unnatural. Okay, all right. I'm seeing you. I'm seeing you, Renduxy.
All
I'm gonna
right.
give it a shot.
Next level Williams says, I didn't catch the name of the sword you're wearing. Let me check here. Because it's not one that I'm actually actively wearing. Here we go. Cybersecurity blade created by @Angel Carusi Art. All right. ANGELCARUSIART. I don't
Ooh.
think that it's on the marketplace because it's listed as local, only exists here. You can see that at the bottom. But you may be able to look it up. Maybe able to look them up and see what they're making. Maybe follow them on there or whatever. Screenshot that, you know?
Jazwolf says
Look
sometimes
like.
on Panda Stream they don't get duplicate.
Huh.
I would love to see it.
I would also like to see that. I would like to see that. I know that Pandas. I haven't been on a Monday show in a little while, but usually Monday shows are a little bit less active than this one. So, Celestial Photography, thank you for the shout out on that. The wig was fun.
Oh, yeah.
It was a fun thing. Sometimes having little set pieces to break up the, break up the action is nice. But yeah, it's really cool. All right,
It's a good
chat.
time. Where are we
We've had
going,
fun
Joe?
here today. Conrad, I'm thinking about pulling up my twitch.tv/the Sandbox game so that I can click on the game that we're playing right now, which is the Sandbox, and I can host somebody else's live stream who is playing the Sandbox game. And it looks like we're gonna, unless somebody else wants to start. Is there somebody who's right now in the chat that wants to start streaming this second and wants me to host them? Because I will do that. We will raid you. I see Snapper is on there again, and I'm down for that. But I want to see if I can give somebody else a chance. All right,
Yeah, we want to spread the love, folks.
Karatraz, I'm gonna give a shot on your other game. I'm gonna give a shot at your other game tomorrow. So, I'm gonna jump over there, but I got to get on to it, Kara, because I got commitments. I haven't eaten. There's food to be eaten. Need to do that today.
Right.
My commitment
You're so
to my
close to that
stomach
final cut.
is calling right now. Forgive me for that, but it is 8:37 p.m. my local time. But I really appreciate the opportunity to play your game once again. This is a really fun experience. It's a beautiful narrative. You do have a lot of really, really good things going for this experience, and you can take just a couple little steps to take it to the next level here. Hopefully, I've helped you. If I haven't, if you disagree, once again, your discretion. Do whatever you want. But it was a pleasure, and there's very little that I would improve about this experience. So good job there. And
Right. And before we get played out here, I'm gonna drop some links inside the chat. That way, folks can, if you're curious about how to get here, how to play these games, check it out. This
there
is
we
a
go.
game that is available. You can download the Game Maker right now and give this game a shot. It is Exoplanet Mycelium. It is currently on page 152. The quality of life for game searches in the search bar that is being made for right now. There's also Game Dizzy's extra search engine as well. If Joe, if you could drop that in the chat for me.
Sure,
And
mine's still
then
filled with the old fungi
everybody,
things, but we'll get it.
oh yeah, everybody wants to know about how to partner with the Sandbox. Got to drop that in the chat. And also, don't forget, guys, I'm loading it up tonight. Monochrome is doing their lovely contest. It's a lot of sand to win.
It is. It's a huge contest. Huge
Check
contest.
out those
Two different
links.
contests at once, even.
Right. Check out those links. It's wonderful to be here live. Next time, I won't be wearing a green shirt or tank top rather, and my
Being
shawl.
invisible is great. You just have a
It is.
GMAE patterned shirt today. So
Right. I mean, I feel so underdressed compared to you, and oh my goodness, I need a haircut and a shave. I'll be
man,
trimming this
but
down,
yeah,
but
but it's lovely to see your face after, basically a month of you being straight sick. It's crazy. But it's
oh
good to
man,
see you're
up
starting to
and
get a little
down,
better,
up and down.
you know?
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's great to be here. I love being able to actually have the chat see my reactions along with you. So it's a good time.
Here's the thing. I just want to announce one more thing. It's not a real announcement. It's not a real announcement. It's more of a subtle statement for Julia and any of the other ambassadors who are hanging out in the chat with us. That's all I got to say about that. Chat, it's been a pleasure.
I mean,
we'll see you.
It's been a real pleasure. Not sponsored, but get your water, folks.
Oh, do you have death water?
Yeah, I got my liquid death.
That one's pretty good.
Yeah,
that one's pretty good. It's literally just water. But it looks badass on the game.
Right.
All right, let's get this raid going. I'm going to refresh
live.
one more time to see if we have anybody else who started up streaming. Otherwise, I'm going to drop in on Snabber, who is once again still creating inside the Sandbox Game Maker today. So I'm very happy to get on over there to that. So we'll /raid space Snabber right now. Raid has been created. Let's pop on over there and have some fun with them. All 93 people who are left on twitch.tv right now.
Let's do it.
All right, thanks YouTube, thanks DLive, Theta, Facebook, Twitch. No, I'm sorry, you're out of here, Twitch. Twitter.com/thesandboxgame. It's been a pleasure once again, and we'll see you Monday. PandaPops got an early show, and we have the Good Morning, Afternoon, Evening show, same time, 2 a.m. UTC Tuesday, which is my Monday. See you later. Pump it up! That didn't pump it up!
I believe in you. There it is.